Hello, my name is Haley Bennett, and I will be presenting my project on self-defense for criminal law. Let's see. Now the question is, what is self-defense? Self-defense is kind of like a defense that leads to criminal or civil charges. It's used most frequently in homicide, assault, and battery cases. At trial, it must be proven that the self-defense was justified, or right, or reasonable. Someone may use reasonable force when it is needed to prevent injury, and reasonable force should be only enough force to prevent the attack. Now, was the threat imminent? Meaning, was it about to happen? When evaluating a self-defense case, you must prove the attack was about to happen. The threat can be verbal as long as it puts them in immediate fear of physical harm. Offensive words, like if they curse at you or being mad, without the threat of immediate physical harm does not justify self-defense. Was the fear of harm reasonable? They have to evaluate if another person was put in the same situation, would they feel the same fear of harm from the aggressor? For example, while sitting in the car, a man reaches over to a woman's leg and puts his hand on her inner thigh. Unknown to her, he is removing a threat from her shorts. However, the woman believes him to be acting inappropriately and slaps his hand away. Was there a proportional response? The response to the threat must match the level of threat. For example, in the scenario before, if a woman pulled a gun when the man touched her in her thigh and shot and killed him, this would not be a proportionate response. However, if she slapped his hand away, this would be a proportional response. Next question is, what is the stand your ground law? Louisiana has a stand your ground law that says you do not have to retreat when someone is coming inside of your dwelling or house, whatever, place of business or car. The person who used deadly force has to believe that the person they killed was entering their house, business, car forcibly and unlawfully without their consent and by force. For example, breaking a car window, breaking into a house and coming in, they force their way in. Next is, what is castle doctrine? It allows people to defend their homes against intruders through deadly force. And examples of castles, home, car. Now my case study that I have researched is in 2006, Bobby Ingram had an ex-wife named Kim. He has remarried another woman named Nancy. Kim forced her way into Bobby and Nancy's house and started fighting on the floor with Nancy by the front door. Bobby got his hunting rifle and shot Kim dead. Kim was unarmed. Bobby was found guilty of manslaughter and sentenced to 28 years hard labor. Bobby said the state did not prove that Kim did not enter his house forcibly. He said because Kim forced her way into his house, then he used deadly force on her. Now in court, Nancy admitted she invited Kim to come down the driveway, meaning she wanted to fight her. Kim drove her car through the yard and stopped before the front door. Nancy opened the front door and the fight started. Because Nancy let Kim in, she let her in, Kim didn't break into their house. Bobby said his actions were justified because right before the shooting, Kim told Nancy she was gonna kill her. Was the defense successful in court? No. I mean, He was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 28 years. The jury said the shooting of Kim was unjustified. The jury found out Bobby was mad with Kim because he received a letter the same day from her attorney related to the community property settlement. Kim had no weapons on her. State expert testified to the jury that when Kim was shot, she was in a defensive position. In the appeal, the initial verdict and sentence was upheld. Now, my analysis on this defense, the imminent threat, there was no imminent threat because Kim had no weapons on her and she was there to beat up Nancy and not kill her. Was the fear of harm reasonable? No, it wasn't because she had no weapons. As for the proportional response, no, there was none. Because Bobby could have kicked her out and put up a restraining order against Kim. Was this justifiable homicide? No, because Bobby was mad and wanted to kill her. Did Castle Doctrine apply? No, because she didn't force her way into their home. And here are the resources that I used for this project. Thank you. Bye-bye.